So Jadyn's somebody who I actually have never talked about on here. I've actually been avoiding them because I've always thought they were a bit annoying, and I was just like, I'm just not even gonna touch that with a 10-foot pole. But Grimsy made a video about her, and I was like, oh, I gotta talk about this because this just feels like the perfect opportunity to just explain my thoughts and feelings about her while there's a semi-ongoing drama that's surrounding her. I've disliked her probably, I would say, for like a year now, ever since Turkey Tom dropped his video on his Tomdark channel, and that was the beginning of my Jadyn hate arc, I guess you could say. But I never said anything publicly because it was never a good time until now. So let's get right into this video and we can discuss why I dislike Jadyn so much and why Grimsy has decided that he dislikes Jadyn as well.
Yo, what's up? So, I made a video on this last night, and I'm scrapping it because honestly, I was way too nice to Jadyn. Over the past roughly year, I tried to be friends with Jadyn. I mainly just wanted to help them. I wanted to see, because, like, you can kind of tell from Jadyn that they're really mentally ill and, like, totally just messed up in the head. And I thought that being an asshole on videos and, like, being a dick to them wasn't actually going to make them change or anything or help them improve. And I wanted to help them. I felt bad.
It's nice to see somebody try to make an effort to help somebody who they believe is mentally ill, because a lot of times people will just, shoot at the easy target. It's not that hard to make fun of Jalen or Jadyn or whatever they want to call themselves. I don't know for sure if they're mentally ill. Either way, it doesn't really excuse what they've done. It's not like they killed people, but it's just constant behavior over and over again. And like he's gonna say, they won't seek help. Whatever. It's they, right? I'm pretty sure. Hopefully. Correct me if I'm wrong. But let's keep going.
But the truth is that Jadyn never changes because Jadyn doesn't think that they're doing anything wrong. And I'm here to tell you, viewers, fans of Jadyn, and everybody else, and pretty much just, confirm what we've all known for over a year, and that's that Jadyn is fake as fuck, a liar, doesn't care about their content, doesn't care about their fans, is not grateful for the fucking position they have in life, is an absurdly fucking massive hypocrite, and the most sensitive pussy in this entire community.
If you've been keeping up with the Jalen drama, you would know that they are a very sensitive person that just cannot take criticism. And it's really interesting to see, he'll show in a bit, how her edgy side will more like, it'll clash with her somewhat, I guess you could say, SJW side, virtue signaling side. I hate using those words because they feel so overused, and it's like those phrases are for like people who still haven't gotten over Gamergate. But that's a whole nother subject for another video. Basically, I just find it nice that he's trying to help this person, but you can only help people so much, and as we're going to see throughout this video, he kind of reached his limit, clearly. So,
for starters, I want to start off kind of light in basically this whole edgy jokes meme that they have been going on for over a year, where they basically say just absurd, retarded, hateful shit, and then just say, it's just an edgy joke, bro, it's just edgy humor. Edgy humor like just calling random black people the hard R and telling them to go back to their country, and casually just saying that they hate Jews. Now, they will do this sort of shit in private and in public on their Twitter account, and then still maintain every single time anybody says a transphobic joke or a joke about trans people that they're a horrible fucking person and that can't possibly be edgy humor. They act like anybody who misgenders them is like a fucking neo-Nazi, but they can say whatever they want about anything else and literally call black people the hard R knowing that they're black, and apparently that's just edgy humor.
Well, at first, when I first saw this clip, I thought, oh, it's just rules for thee, not for me. Simple as that. What I really think is, in their mind, they see these things as, equivalent. They think that, oh, a transphobic joke is this high level thing, whereas, telling some random dude on the street to go back to his country N-word isn't that bad. That's the only way I can slightly even come to rationalize it, because it doesn't make any type of sense any other way. Like, there's really no other way to view it other than through the lens of, oh, they don't know how to weigh these things. It's very confusing because I thought that they were always a she, like they had transitioned into being a she. So I always viewed them in that headspace. That's why I keep slipping up, because that was how my thoughts were. Not purposely doing it, okay? But anyway, part of the reason why I haven't liked Jadyn or Jadyn for so long is because a while back they had decided to make a copyright strike about a video critical of them. Their reasoning being that there was a tweet in the video that they had put out. Obviously, that's dumb. I'm not going to even argue that. If you think that that's a good idea, I'm not going to be able to convince you. I think you're wrong, but I'm not going to be able to convince you just off of this. So my main focus is this clip that I really think encapsulates the entire debate that went on afterwards, because they both got onto a call together, Jadyn and the person she had struck, and they had struck, and it just went down from there. So here's the clip.
None of the videos I flagged went down. Well, that doesn't matter, because like the intent is still there. You know what I mean? Like regardless of whether like what you plan to do happens or not, if you still plan to do something that's bad, then it's still bad regardless. Like if I want to like fucking kill somebody, right? But I fail to do it, my intent to kill somebody and my like attempting to do that, that's still like a bad action. You know what I mean? And it's like, you know, that's a more extreme example, but when you're like flagging a video, like it's like the same logic. Like you want the video to go down, correct?
Lol.
Right?
I think, I don't know. Sorry, I kind
You
of like
think?
spaced out. I spaced out there.
I love how Augie's putting all this effort into relating to them, you know, trying to build examples just to show like the error of their ways. And the whole time they're probably scrolling on Instagram, and they're supposed to be in this call, you know, debating their cause. That's just wasn't their focus. And when the rubber met the road, when she was actually confronted with the consequences of their actions, they crumbled. And that seems to be a pattern, I guess you could say. And it'll be interesting to see how they end up responding to Grimsy's video, because I'm sure they will. They just have that type of disposition to where they hear criticism and then they're like, oh, I gotta respond to this. I gotta come after this person.
But if I were to call Jadyn a he, they would lose their fucking mind, go on this some raving rant about how I'm transphobic, and try to kill me in real life. But if I'm being honest with you guys, I knew this all along. I knew Jadyn was a piece of shit and like a hypocritical little bitch from the time I started talking to them, and I tried to help them. I tried to give them advice. I, you know, said several times, get professional help because you're obviously mentally ill.
In all honesty, at the end of the day, you can only help people as much as they want to be helped. Jadyn didn't want any help, and that's just the way it is. I, again, don't know if they're mentally ill actually, because this might just be armchair psychology from Grimsy here. But still, even with all that to consider, just from the stuff I've seen of them, I know that they're not the best person. And it does seem like they have some sort of like self-destructive behavior to where they just do the dumbest thing possible, like consistently. Just burning bridges that don't need to be burnt. They were fine. You didn't have to, you know, constantly be this bad person and just drive people away to where people view you as the softest person in a community full of people who don't enjoy being around soft people. You know, normally if you do commentary like Jadyn does, you're supposed to be able to dish it out and take it, because when you make that many videos talking about that many people, sometimes criticizing them, you're bound to get criticized yourself. At some point, someone is going to come on and criticize me for my viewpoints on this channel. That's fine, because that's their right. And if their video is dumb, I'll come on here and I'll criticize them right back. That's just the way it is, you know. So it's just something to think about for her. If they end up watching this video.
And truthfully, the thing that really pissed me off and honestly made me make this video and be as like toxic as I am being is Jadyn claiming in response to the Acheeto video that the Scrimzox allegations were false. These allegations, and they're not even allegations, they've been proven by Scrimzox themselves, Natty Forsyth, whatever they changed their fucking name to now, claiming that they were false to make themselves look better because, you know, they wouldn't ever associate with a pedophile. Whenever these aren't even allegations, they're just true. Scrimzox sent a dick pic to a 12-year-old and also sent a video of a dude putting his dick through a sewing machine to a Discord full of children and laughed about it for 4 years.
So this was pretty out of nowhere. That's wild. I definitely see why they changed their name to Natty Forsyth. That's really bad. I don't know why you would choose that. It's genuinely impressive to see somebody hitch their wagon to somebody like that, of that caliber. And then apparently later on in the video, he shows the fact that she even burned that bridge. So she already put her reputation on the line defending this guy. And then she like calls him like a weirdo or something like that, and just destroys that connection completely. So again, it's self-destruction. It's sad to see, but she's bringing it on herself, or they're bringing it on themselves. So can't really say anything for them. So I'm gonna end it off here. Thank you all for watching. I really and truly appreciate it. Goodbye.